So everyone was going just absolutely bananas, doing the Zapruder film investigations on everything that was going on social media with LeBron James. We even got our fan team. Fox 8 has the I team, Peggy and Ed Gallic. Well, here at 92.3 The Fan, we have the fan team. And so we got the fan team all over the social media, some of the comments and the emojis that LeBron was putting on there and responding to certain folks, maybe wearing some Cavalier gear with number 23 on them and all that, right? Well, turns out, and oh, by the way, this just in, the Cavaliers officially announced the Lonzo Ball trade for our Isaac Okoro. So that is officially
July 6th. So all of this stuff could start going officially official. The Sam Merrill extension could also go official today.
Right.
Like all this stuff, we could finally talk about it in absolute.
Right. So that's officially official. But back to LeBron for a second. So he ended up at the Cavaliers practice facility.
Like right after our show.
And oh my God, did it sent the world afire.
Sent me a fire.
So yes, everyone was doing the oh my God, it's happening GIFs on social media and everything else, right? And then LeBron, who, let's be honest about it, he loves him some LeBron, and he certainly doesn't mind the extra social media attention, but he felt the need to respond because the photo of him at the Cavaliers facility went viral. And so, which is, unusual. He rarely will step out to refute things. Normally he'll just kind of let it go wherever it's going to go. But he responded to a photo of him at the Cavs practice facility with the following post on July 4th. And I did honestly feel bad for you, Nick, because it was a cold bucket of water. James posted on X, and every summer since it was built, referring to working out at the Cavaliers facility, I live here still and train every summer. GOT. Dang, I'll say dang. Y'all bored, man. Go get a plate of food somewhere and enjoy the 4th of July. That was from King James.
That was also LeBron. That's his last post on X. He hasn't posted since.
And the post before that, where there's a screen grab of him wearing the welcome home hat, he just responded yes sir or whatever to the account that
he acknowledged home. The welcome home hat.
Yeah, the welcome. But so do you believe him? Do you believe LeBron? He has poured a cold bucket of water on reading into anything, whether it's him complimenting folks for wearing his LeBron James Cleveland Cavaliers 23 jerseys, to him taking pictures at the Cavaliers practice facility and people trying to connect dots that maybe something is afoot or in the works. Are you now ready to accept that LeBron James is not going to be a Cleveland Cavalier? Nick Padone, what say you?
Absolutely not.
I knew it.
Because so LeBron puts this out there that he's been in the facility every summer since it was built.
Yeah. Which was around,
there was a report
06 or 07.
that came out too that said, and I actually didn't know this, that any NBA player, you can work out at any NBA facility as long as you're a player, because that's just how it works.
I never knew that. Players Association. I didn't know that either. And the reason why...
Could you imagine a Baltimore Raven coming to Cleveland to work out in Berea?
No, right.
Or a Pittsburgh Steeler?
Yeah, like TJ Watt spotted in the Browns weight room. Like, that just wouldn't feel right. But here's the thing about this, right? And I'm not saying that I don't believe LeBron, but this was the first time we've ever heard of that. Right? Like, you mean to tell me that you've been back here every single summer, and like LeBron's one that when he's in this area, like when he was golfing on Wednesday in Akron, before his foursome even went out for their tea time, I was getting texts that said LeBron's in Northeast Ohio. LeBron's golfing in Akron today. So if I'm getting texts from people saying that LeBron's in Northeast Ohio, like it's a known thing when he's in town. So he's saying that he has been at the facility every summer since it was built, that he lives and trains here every summer. Like,
he's really downplaying his presence.
Maybe for a weekend. I
think he does come home every summer. It is true.
It got a little too loud, is what I think is what happened on the 4th of July. The fact that Daryl, we spent 3 hours on our show covering his Instagram story.
I know you were trying to will this thing into existence, wishing upon a star.
I think the whole LeBron thing got a bit loud, and he realized that, hey, I just opted into my contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, and there's probably not going to be a trade that's made between the Cavs and the Lakers, or the Dallas Mavericks and the Lakers, or any of these potential LeBron teams and the Los Angeles Lakers. I think LeBron realized that things got maybe a smidge loud. He's not a free agent, and he had to, at least for a moment, quiet the streets a little bit, because the streets were indeed talking.
But here's the thing. That kind of goes against what he normally does. LeBron doesn't really invest a lot of his energy quieting the streets. That's what caught my attention.
So does that make you think that something
could
be up?
No, I don't think that something is up. But the fact that he felt compelled to kind of douse the flames a little bit. Because, again, we're combing through social media and seeing comments that he's making and the emojis he's putting with them. And this is the positive and the negative of social media, right? Where everything anyone posts, it's instantaneously in the public square. It's instantaneously scrutinized. You're trying to read the tea leaves, with certain guys, and especially with LeBron because of his history here.
Yep.
And the fact that he is from Northeast Ohio, Akron native. The fact that, he finished his business here, and this is why I don't think he's coming back. He already finished his business here. He already did what he promised to do. He owes nobody nothing here. Okay?
It's all true.
He has done a lot of great for the community, both on the court as well as off the court. His philanthropic efforts in Akron should be applauded. But because it's LeBron and what he's meant, everyone's like, oh, could we get him back one more time? Could it really, really happen? And everyone's firing up the NBA trade machines, trying to orchestrate the 3 and the 4 team trade to make it happen, right? Because the Cavs can't do a 1-for-1 to get him. There's I stand firm. I would take him back in a heartbeat, but I don't think that there's a scintilla of a chance. A snowball has more of a chance today when it's 100 degrees outside than LeBron coming back to the Cavaliers, in my view.
All right. I still will say that there is a chance. And the trade thing, look, we've kind of beaten that to a pulp, that it would be very hard to pull off, really impossible, can we say, to pull off with the second apron, but not to mention you would really be shaking some things up in terms of having to get rid of Darius Garland, Jared Allen, DeAndre Hunter, or Max Strus to bring LeBron home. I think things got a little bit loud with LeBron, and that's why he kind of had to put that thing out there, because at the end of the day, if he doesn't get his way, he does have to go back to the Lakers this upcoming season. I wonder if maybe the door might not be open for a return this summer, but next summer, if this would be a conversation that would be had again and picked up again. And maybe this is all LeBron just testing the waters on if a return again could happen at any point in the future. They do have something that they've built here with this core four, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
I got to thinking about that though, Daryl. I don't think the core four is as cemented, LeBron or not, as anybody thinks that they really are.
Well, they were going to trade Darius Garland for Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
I would too. I'm not criticizing that.
If there was a package that involved LeBron and Darius Garland, I think the Cavs would pull that trigger. When the core four was assembled. People forget. I kind of went back into the archives a little bit. 2018 was when all of this started. Cavs lost the lottery, 8th pick, Colin Sexton. That year was brutal. You get right back into the lottery. You lose again. 5th pick is Darius Garland. Was the best player available, a young player who hadn't played much college basketball during his time at Vanderbilt. You get DG with this too small backcourt with Colin Sexton. From the global pandemic in 2020 through the end of 2021, you accumulated both Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Yeah.
So you had 2 really small guards and 2 really big bigs. And the whole NBA was kind of looking at Cleveland saying, what are they cooking here? This doesn't make much sense. You've got 2 undersized guards. We saw that didn't work in Portland. And you have 2 bigs in a league that's getting away from bigs, that's getting away from centers. None of it made any sense. And then the Donovan Mitchell trade happened. And that was really the birth and the onset of the core four as we knew it, because the Cavs sold us on this dream that Donovan was going to expedite the growth of Darius, Evan, and Jarrett together as a group.
Which in some ways he has.
Let's really, if you think about it, wasn't the core four a byproduct of mistakes in the first place? The core four was a byproduct of losing the NBA draft lottery. It really was. Had you won the NBA draft lottery or even had the second pick, you probably don't have Evan Mobley. You probably have Jalen Green on this roster. If James Harden didn't get moved, you're probably not able to swoop in as the third team to get Jared Allen. So the core four wasn't something that was created in the image and the likeness of Kobe Altman. It was something that was created as a byproduct of some sensible trades, namely for Jared Allen and Donovan Mitchell, and the byproduct of losing the NBA draft lottery.